me about your golf game. I know a little bit, obviously. We talked a bunch. Talk a little bit about what you're working on in your swing. And you know, I think the big thing whenever I start with somebody is, like, what's the big miss? Like, what's the, you know, my old mentor used to say, like, if we had some pixie dust that we could sprinkle on you, take away one thing, what would it be?
It's chunks. I chunk the hell out of the ball, whether it's an iron or wedge. You know, it's like I can look at rounds and say, all right, I feel good about where I was off the tee. I feel good about being in the fairway. That approach, that's what separates, like, more greens in regulation.
Okay.
And around the green, just using wedges and get you closer to the hole.
Okay.
That's my biggest thing. I think some of it's posture and weight distribution, all that. Other might just be like I'm trying to kill it because I don't trust my clubs. I don't really have my distances down. So
hit a couple. Yeah. It's obviously you're familiar. It's Swing Catalyst. Been using it forever. It's like an MRI kind of your golf swing. Obviously Morgan's here, so we combine. We're going to figure out, try to diagnose like what's the cancer in your golf swing. Yeah. And we're going to figure out how to help you learn the new movement pattern. Cool. And I always tell folks, if you leave here today or this week and you've got more than 2 or 3 things, I did a shitty job. I guess you can bleep that up. And so that's our goal, right? But I think that using some of the fitness stuff that we do, it's been a game changer for me and my teaching from Colby and her and Aaron. So we're going to try to help you learn to do it the right way. But let's figure out how to have you not chunk it.
We're going full swing?
Yeah. Just hit one full speed. But stripe it right at your target, first one. Right. Nothing like going to the doctor and not feeling sick.
Yeah, exactly.
How would you have said the contact on that was, though?
I actually felt really good. Really, again, focusing on a little bit of a shaft lean, which I wasn't before, and that over the last couple rounds have helped my contact be better. So that and my weight, like I was saying, are the 2 things I'm really focusing on.
Would have said neither. I mean, both those went at your target, but I would have said neither one of them were crazy solid.
Yeah.
That's probably.
That sounded a little thin.
Well, come on over here. Let's take a look at this. You know, we'll run this back. Club twists around a little bit. I'm not that worried about that right there. But I don't like this. And when I watch you, I was watching, and I'm going to show you why it does that. So you start out, you know, you're fairly balanced there, 50-50. But like you see that dot, I call it a dot because I'm from Alabama. But it's basically your center. And when you're going back, as we go back, do you see that dot move at all? Really? So to me, your arms are swinging, but there's very little wind up. And so as the club's swinging back, you go down to counterbalance the weight of the club going back that way and never turn. And I think you look at it here as it gets to the top, I mean, you've got more pressure on your front foot than you do your trail.
My trail foot.
Right. And if you think about it in terms of being, you know, we're big believers in the golf's a rotary sport. And, you know, so just like if you were going to throw a ball, you'd wind into your trail leg, push off. It's pretty hard to do that when all the pressure's on your front foot, right? Foot, yeah. And I just think that, like, our goal for you, so, like, to me, that's what I was looking at. And when I've watched videos that you put out, I look at that and I was like, I think we could help him, right? So, like, to me, your number one thing is to learn to wind up and load your trail leg. Okay. All right. So I'd love to.
So that's more of the rotation.
But and I think there's probably some physical stuff in there, like helping you learn what it feels like to load properly and learn the movement pattern. So let's do some of that. Go ahead, Mo. Cool.
Yeah, I'll start with this one. So no club for this one. Okay. So the goal here is to get your body to feel what you're trying to do in the golf swing. So trying to feel your body and the muscles that it takes to wind up without the golf club. So put this, not left hand, you're going to take it, put it right by your chest. So you want it right by your chest as you rotate. And as you rotate, you're going to press the band over by that camera. So I want you to press it a little bit more out. Yep. And I'm going to put some tension on it here. Yep. So 2 things.
I think you want to keep your head centered, right? Just like you're in a golf.
Just like I'm swinging a golf.
Yep, and you want this really close to your chest because if it's out here, you're just using your arm. Yep. So I want you to use your body. So I want you to turn over there towards Tony.
Feel that?
There you go.
That's different.
And keep that hat right where the ball would be. Again.
Put that thing up. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that 1 or 2 more times.
Keep it right by that chest. There you go.
Mo, he's still kind of sliding his hips a little more than turn.
It's real stable. There you go. That's better.
Like
again.
That.
Turn. Turn.
Yeah. And I'd like to see you get there.
All the way there.
Yeah.
And that's so different.
We know. Different.
Gotta get you to feel it. That's better. That was closer. His knees slide a little out from underneath.
What do you think about pivot drill on a balance disc?
Even this on the balance drill.
Okay, let's do that.
Just might be good.
Because we got to get you from. One of the reasons I think your contact is sketchy is you go this way and that way, so your spine's moving, right?
Yeah.
And so that's the same to me as if you had a great golf swing and in the middle of it I was moving the ball around, right? It'd be really hard to have a solid shot. So we're going to do this, and this is really going to help you engage your core. Mo and I use this a lot. So
the same thing you were doing before, and now we're putting you on these balance discs, so an unstable surface so that your knees can't slide out from underneath you.
Okay.
Find it first. There you go.
I didn't have any natty like this.
There you go. Turn. That's better. There you go.
Better.
That's better. I feel like you get that shoulder behind where the ball would be.
Okay.
I just think if
there
you go.
Yeah.
And if you could do it one more time. Feel your rib cage winding over there. Attaboy.
Like I'm coiling.
Yeah, that'd be a good thing. Different, huh?
Totally different.
Awesome. Now, real quick, look at this though, so you can see the difference here. So you can already see that there's more turn there and less lean, right?
So my lower half is staying pretty stable when I'm.
When you're doing that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You want your lower body. You know, we have a saying. Our buddy Colby always says, like, you can't shoot a cannon out of a canoe, right? Like I'm a big believer in a lot of the stuff we do is trying to make your lower body stable so you can wind your upper body up and then wind your hips.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of the exercises we did in the warm up, that's what we were. So when we were stabilizing the lower body so that you could wind your upper body.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, like to me. So that's great. You're like, okay, great. I got a but like it's taking whatever that felt like, and then trying to make it feel the same.
Yeah.
And so my thoughts are, you know, when you go full speed with a golf club and a ball, you go into performance mode, and your brain does whatever the hell it knows how to do, which is that tilt, right? So we got to help you learn to feel what it is like to do it correct, and then we got to give you exercises and drills from Mo that help you learn the new movement pattern, right? So that when you go full speed, this part of your brain spits out the new stuff, not the old, right? Stuff. So go over there and let's hit one slow.
I was just saying, you want to do like slow, like
I want you to go slow, right? That was better already.
That one sounded
totally different.
Much different.
So look, that was what you would say half speed.
Yeah.
That was within a mile an hour of your full speed before.
I think I fell into a bad habit there, right?
It's all right. So look at this though. I mean, this doesn't suck. That, my friends, is a different golf swing.
Jeez, yeah. And you talked about my left leg bowing in. Is that bad? Is it
well,
good? Is it just
your knees were sliding?
There. Oh, my knees were sliding, not turning. Okay.
I wanted you to just keep it stable.
Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
so that this could turn.
Look at the difference in that.
Yeah.
Everybody's got good info. They got different ways of doing things. You got to find the way that's right for you, right? And the way that clicks. Cross your arms over your chest. You go hold that right there. All right. So the first one we're gonna do, I'm gonna help you turn.
Okay.
Keep that knee flexed. There you go. Feel that?
Yeah.
Feel different?
Yeah.
All right, so now I'm going to give you a little resistance, so you have to push into the ground to do it. Hey, keep going. Keep turning your chest. That's got to feel crazy different.
Yeah, big time.
Mo, manually trigger this one, please. Because that, to me, looked good. Looks different, doesn't it, LB?
Yeah, that's definitely better.
So watch this. So when you use resistance,
resistance.
So like when you use resistance, you can't move that pressure. But you couldn't move me with that little bit of pressure by doing that, right? Only way you can do it is by getting stable and pushing against the ground to move, right? So look at this. This is pretty dramatic. Look at that. So, I mean, which guy?
Right.
I mean, look at how stable you are. Look at how you're wound.
Yeah.
And the white dot's moving, chest is moving over there.
Different, right?
Way different.
Good. So that's awesome.
Now, because you talked about the head being stable, I know there's a lot of things that go into that. How does that impact a shot? Like, when it drops down, is it just lack of distance, inconsistency?
Well, when your head moves, that's like the ball moving, right? So if you go down, you got to go up.
Yeah. So it's me going down
and then up. And I think if you're going down and up, you can't go around.
Turn. Oh, just the right arm. Yeah, I'm gonna go all the way around.
And I'm going skydiving. Right?
I know, right? And then underneath this arm. Yep. So I'm gonna have you make just a little practice swing first, so you know what I'm doing. Yep. So nice and slow. Just make a backswing for me. So I'm really going to wind you up. You fight against me, so I want you to fight against me and try to stay in the ground. Yep. And go ahead and swing through on one.
All right. With that ball.
There you go.
There you go.
And then we're going to hit one.
Look at that.
Hit this one?
Yep.
Yeah.
You can just tap it out there. It doesn't have to be real hard.
So weird.
Try it again.
So weird.
Feels different, huh?
It does feel different. One more?
It's massive difference.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
One more.
So that was awesome,
there
right?
There you
go. So look at this. Come on over here. Look at this.
Good. You can take it off.
Look at the difference.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look, you're 70% basically.
So when I'm turning, I mean, I need to get this shoulder.
Yeah, so I was saying, like, feel like you get that behind the ball.
Yeah.
Because that gets that turning.
You want to wind this. You're trying to wind your center up into your foot.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all we're trying to do. And look, if you wind that, if you wind into there, then you're loaded, then you can push off. Then I think your forward swing will start taking care of itself.
Yeah.
We won't have much to do.
Okay.
And like your whole deal this weekend with us is to learn to do that.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
And we know it works, and obviously the data backs it up.
Awesome.
Awesome. That was good.
Stuff. Yeah. Thanks.
Very nice.
Appreciate it.